Hello everyone, my name is Tim and I'm one of the product specialists here at SpyCentre Security, the Spy Gear Superstore, and I'm going to be going over and reviewing the Anti-Eavesdrop Wireless Bug Detector with Camera Lens Finder. Now if you guys find this video helpful, please leave a like and remember to subscribe for future tutorial and review videos. You can stay up to date on the latest spy news by following us on Twitter and Facebook. Now this compact device is incredibly useful and can not only do wireless RF scans to pick up on things like listening devices and GPS trackers, but it also has a camera lens finder built into the front of it. From my limited testing with it so far, it seems really easy to use and good quality. Oh, and even has a compass built right into the stock. To read more about this anti-eavesdropping bug detector and even purchase it, click on this link right up here. Now let's see what it comes with. We have the bug detector itself, a power adapter rechargeable battery, and a set of headphones. The headphones are actually pretty important, and I'll tell you why in just a second. I'm going to first show you guys around the device and then give you some tips on how to use it. Okay, so this is a close-up of the anti-eavesdropping device. I'm going to show you guys around it real quick and then we're going to do a test with it. So it's really simple. There's a power plug here, on, off. So I'm sorry, off is at the bottom here. On with the speaker is in the middle. So you just move that. And then this is a vibrate mode here. And then lastly, this little knob right here, or this wheel, this is your sensitivity. So where you have progressively larger bars, that's more sensitive, and then at the smaller bar there, that's less sensitive. On the front, this is going to be your detection bar. So like let's say if I turned it on right now, you can see that I'm really sensitive, I'm at the max right now, but if I tone this down a little bit, see, so that kind of tells you how close you are to a wireless signal, and I'll actually show you guys how to calibrate it in a second as well. And then next is your camera lens finder here. So what you do to use this, power it on, and then push this button, and you'll see red flashing lights come on, see? And if you hold it down, it's actually kind of cool, there's a little advanced tip here. If you hold down the button, so if you press this and hold it down, it'll flash progressively faster. So you can use that to find different types of patterns. And then lastly, your antenna, right? So you just extend that. Now, if I were to calibrate this, what you need to do is stand next to your wall, turn on the device, and push it to maximum sensitivity. So it's going to be going off constantly, just like this. And then all you do to calibrate it is slowly spin this wheel back. So I'm slowly moving it back until, maybe a little faster, there you go, until you're just outside the range. So like just right there, and I'll kind of make sure that I did it properly by making a little, yeah, see, so if I move it a little bit up, it starts vibrating again. So right now this device is calibrated, and then I'll actually show you guys how to do a proper scan, and even take it on the sales floor to give a demonstration. Now that we're familiar with how to use the device, let's get into some more advanced tips. The first thing I'm going to suggest is to actually turn off any known device that transmits wirelessly. This could be things like your cell phone, a wireless router, smart TVs, laptops, and even if you have like a Google Home or an Alexa. Basically anything you can think of that connects to your Wi-Fi. The reason being is that you will pick up on these signals when you're doing your sweep, and they could actually lead you on a witch hunt that leads to nothing but a harmless normal signal. Before you start, we want to calibrate the device. To do that, adjust the sensitivity down until you're just outside the range of detecting a wireless signal. This next part is very important. You'll want to recalibrate the device every single time you change walls. Now that we're calibrated and all known wireless devices are off, you are ready to start your sweep. The pattern I recommend is the S pattern. Start high on your left and continue down the wall in a sweeping motion. I'll actually show that to you right now. So essentially, if you were, like, I'm just going to use this as an example here. Let's say I want to do a sweep. The S pattern is very simple. All you have to do is hold. One thing I will mention while I'm talking to you right now is that this is your detection radius, like your actual scanning area, the antenna, not the base. So if you're holding it down here and you hear it start beeping right here, where you're looking for is right here, not down by your hand. So all you have to do is go in an S pattern down the wall, and as you go through, you'll actually hear the device beep. And then as you move walls, like I just mentioned, you're going to want to recalibrate it. If you're concerned about a bug in your home or business, a lot of bugs nowadays have the ability to be turned on and off remotely. What I mean by that is if they have a bug planted somewhere in your home, they can actually turn the bug off and turn the bug on whenever they want. This is where the headphones come into play, because I mentioned them a little bit earlier and I wanted to cycle back to that. Because whenever this thing is in its detection mode, whenever it actually picks up on a wireless frequency, it sets out an audible tone to let you know, hey, you're getting close to something. Well, the problem with that is that if the other person's on the other end listening in and they can tell that you have a bug detector, well, they can just flip it off. And if they flip it off, then you won't be able to ever detect it with this. So if you wear the headphones, the people on the other side or the people that are listening to you won't have the ability to actually toggle off or turn off their bug. Okay, so now that we've actually gone through the device, know how to use it, know some tips about it, let's go to our sales floor and actually test it out. One last tip that I'm going to give you guys for this device is you can use it to find your cell phone. So for instance, if this was my house, I could take my cell phone and put it on a bookcase or something like that and play. This part's very important. You have to play like a YouTube video or stream music or something, because if your phone's not actually doing anything, like playing a YouTube video or something, it's just an idle brick. It's just a plastic heap of stuff. It's a paperweight at that point. So play a video, something that streams. That way it's actually transmitting wirelessly, and then find it using this device. That way you can practice exactly what the device will do when you do find something. All right, welcome to our storefront. So I've already shown you guys how to calibrate the device, do a proper scan with the device, and a bunch of other things and details about this. So this part of the video is strictly on how, like, what you're looking for when you're doing a scan. So one of these nanny cameras on this wall here is actually transmitting right now. So I've already calibrated the device, and again, to do that, just extend your antenna, power it on, and then adjust the sensitivity knob on the side. So let's go ahead and start our scan here. Okay, recalibrate it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the classic S pattern, and I'm just kind of scanning over every object. Oh, can you hear that? So it's picking up something here, and I go over here, and it's not detecting anything on these devices, but say I come back around here. Can you hear that and see that? So on the front of the device, the lights are going bright, and then it's making that noise to positively identify that this device right down here is transmitting currently. And that's how you use it. Now, the next part of the video, I'm gonna show you guys how to do the camera lens portion and exactly what you're looking for in there. Okay, so I'm back with you guys, and I was going to show you this. So if we take this and we kind of zoom the camera in a little bit on this device right here, even from this close up, you still can't see the camera. But if we take the camera lens finder and just put it right in front of the camera's lens, you can see right in the center, like where it says, like where the C is, right in the center there, how it's flashing. And you see a little dot right in the middle. That's actually the camera's lens. So I'll speed up the flashing so you guys can see what that looks like. But you see that little dot right there? And then if I remove it, it goes away. And then I put it back and you can see it again. That's a camera lens finder, and that type of dot is what you're looking for. So let's take a look at a different camera. So all I did was scoot the camera a little bit to the left. Let me zoom out here. See, so it's this lamp camera right here. If I just put the camera lens finder right in front of it, that little dot right there, that's the camera's lens. So again, I kind of just scooted the camera over to the right a little bit, and this is just to show you that you can get an actual lens from pretty much any angle. Best practice says you want to be right in front of the camera. So you want to be straight on. You don't want to be looking at an angle like this when you're actually using the product. I'm just giving this to you guys as an example of the different types of lenses you should be looking for. This unit is perfect for anyone who isn't sure what they're looking for and needs something compact to carry around with them. It's perfect to take into changing rooms and even when traveling to make sure there aren't any cameras or listening devices in the area. The bug detector itself is very easy to use and reliable. I would highly recommend picking up one of these devices up. We monitor the comment sections on all of our videos, so if you guys have questions about this or anything else, feel free to post it down below and we'll get back to you.